Welcome to this video where we are looking on chained Boolean expressions, and you can chain these true and falses, these Boolean values. So for example, if I'm saying both needs to be true, I'm using the keyword and, or if just one of the conditions need to be true, I use or. So this is very similar to how you would also speak it. If I'm saying I need to be older than 18 and a male, then both sides need to be true. Yeah, it's not acceptable if one is true and the other is not. Both need to be true, leading to the situation where you have true and true is true, true and false is false, because both need to be true, and of course false and false is also not true. But if you are saying that one needs to be fulfilled, either male or, that's the keyword, or being over 18, then it's no matter what is the other condition. If the one is true, then both, then it's finalizing to be true. So true or true is true, true or false is now also true because one side was true. So let's have a look on a few examples here. 1 greater than 2 and 2 smaller than 3. You can see that the left hand side is not satisfied, so actually leading to false and true, that is a false. 3 greater than 2 is and true is true because both sides are actually true. 3 greater than 2 is true, or 4 smaller than 3. One side was true, so we're getting a true here. And if both is false, like in this example, we have a false here as well. We have a false here as well. So next one is true or false, and this is actually also leading to a true. So you can also check with the word in whether something's in a list. So if I'm asking the pies iterator -1 is in that list, that is actually leading to a false, because as you can see, there is no -1 in that list. You can also ask 2.0 in my list, and you would say maybe, yes, there is a 2.0, but of course it's a string, and you can't mix up numbers with strings. So this leads also to false. 1.0 is indeed in my list, so we are getting a true here, and 1 in my list also leading to a true, because you can't mix up numbers with strings, but you can mix up float with integers, so this is also leading to a true in this case. And another useful keyword is not, that is going to simply flip the Boolean. So if you have not true, that's a false, and not false is actually a true. So a more complex expression could be as follows, where we use parentheses and negation. So this is actually a more complex example, and we also have the Boolean truth table here. As you can see here, we already had it before. So I'm asking you, maybe you can also pause this video and check by yourself what this is going to be evaluated. In the end, we will have a true or a false, and this is chaining many expressions now. So the first one is simply not true. That is actually a false, as you can see here. And then we are evaluating the or. Then in that inner parentheses, we have true or false, as you can see here. Then this is obviously going to be a true. Then we have true and true, that is actually also a true. False or true is becoming a true. So this is a way more complex scenario as you might need in practical situations, but I would say if you can solve this one, if you understood this one, you are quite good to go with Booleans. So let's open the Jupyter notebook and have a look on chaining these expressions. If you are writing 1 needs to be greater than 2 or true, then we have actually false or true, that is leading to a true. If we are writing 1 greater than 2, that is false, and not true, that is actually leading to a false, because we have on both sides false. We can also come up with parentheses, not true, or 1 smaller than 2. Then we have in the parentheses actually true because one of the sides was true and 1 greater than 2, and or not true or 1 greater than 2. I wanted to make a smaller one, and then we actually have the true. So this is it for chained Boolean expressions. We are good to go to look at the next control flow, the if conditions. This is actually another way of influencing how the Python interpreter is going to execute the rows, or to say it different words, which rows the Python interpreter is going to execute. So stay tuned for the next video.